This is a really critical content drop. It's not just lore, it's adding fundamental new game rules.
Yeah, for anyone in the US, this is just great news. It's a must visit for updates. You should check out the podcast Warhammer for Americans for more, but we're going to cover the big stuff right now.
Right, so the big picture is Captain Titus, he's back, and he's reclaiming the 500 worlds of Ultramar.
Which is a domain that Reboot Gilliman himself actually shrank way back after the Horus Heresy.
Exactly. Now, Gilliman's restoring it, but he's managing it through 4 Tetrarchs. And Titus's role is, well, it's interesting.
How so?
He's Master of the Watch again, and Captain of the Second Company. But he's not on the front lines. He's actually fortifying the territory behind the main advance, handling the logistics, the admin, all the messy stuff.
And to do that, he's not just using Space Marines. He's got this group called the Wardens of Ultramar.
Yeah, his support staff. You have the expected Astartes, like his old mentor, Veteran Sergeant Matoris, and Ancient Gaedril, the Banner Bearer. But the real story here is the humans he relies on.
Okay, tell me about them.
Well, you have Plenipotentiary Lucia Vesta. She's a diplomat. She's bringing worlds into compliance through negotiation, saving lives and resources.
Wow, negotiations in a world where it's only war. Okay.
So less bloodshed, more paperwork?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, Warhammer is turning into paperwork. If you play professionally, or I mean competitive, you know it's paperwork.
And then there's Legatus Aemilia Minervis, who commands the entire Ultramar Defense Auxilia. You see, Gilliman learned you can't govern with just Space Marines. Titus is putting that lesson into practice.
That makes sense. But he's still facing a huge threat, right? The Necrons.
A brutal one. The main antagonist model here is Necros or Amintar. The lore calls him a locus for a murderous psychosis.
And on the tabletop, he's just an absolute blender. He has the fights first rule.
Which is key. Fights first means he hits before you, even if you charged him. But his other rule is the strange one. He gets lone operative.
Right, so he can't be targeted from far away.
But only when he's within 3 inches of an allied unit.
Wait, what? A lone operative that needs a bodyguard.
Exactly. It completely changes how you use him. He's not a lone assassin. He's a synergistic monster you have to keep with your battle line.
That's a clever twist. What about the other big Necron
But are the bodyguards lone operative?
release? The Cetan Shard of the Nightbringer.
It's getting a huge glow up. More movement, better save, more wounds, and get this, the ability to deep strike.
Wow! A close combat terror that can just appear anywhere on the board.
Yep. No more slow walk across the table. It can pop up right behind your lines. It's terrifying.
Okay, so with those threats, what are the Space Marines getting to fight back in this new campaign?
The campaign itself comes in 3 softback books and a rule booklet. But for rules, we get 2 new detachments.
Let's start with the first one.
The Orbital Assault Force. Its rule is rapid drop deployment. It gives units deep strike. And, crucially, they get rerolls to hit and wound when they arrive.
Yeah.
Especially if they come out of a drop pod. It's pure, overwhelming aggression.
An all-out alpha strike. Okay, so what's the alternative?
The Bastion Task Force. This one is much more about defense and calculated fire. It focuses on your battle line units.
How does that work?
They use a rule called interlocking tactics. Basically, they can move or fall back and still shoot. And when they hit an enemy, they Auspex scan them. It tags the target, so every other Astartes in your army can re-roll ones to hit against that enemy for the rest of the phase.
So defensive positioning translates directly into more accurate offense for the whole army. I like that.
It's very tactical.
Yep.
And for players who like things up close, there's Dread Incursions.
The boarding actions update, right, for fighting in Necron tombs.
Exactly. It's for 500-point boarding patrols, so no huge models.
Okay.
It has 12 new missions designed for those tight corridors.
Any that stand out?
Oh, yeah. There's one called Divide and Slaughter. It actually traps 2 of your opponent's units in a specific room, a killing ground. They're stuck in there with one of your units until one side is totally wiped out.
That sounds incredibly cinematic and brutal.
It is. It's pure desperation in a box.
So this entire set, the miniatures, the narrative expansion, it's all up for pre-order this Saturday, January 10th, 2026. And it's only available while stocks last.
Right, so you need to be ready if you want it.
In 2
And that
days.
brings me to a final thought for you to chew on.
Go for it.
Think about this.
Tomorrow,
Back in the
actually.
day, Gilliman needed 9 whole successor shield chapters just to defend a much smaller Ultramar. Now, to reclaim this larger territory, Titus needs a plenipotentiary for diplomacy and a legatus for his human armies. So the question is the true measure of strength in the 41st millennium still the Space Marine? Or has it shifted to the administrative power of the Imperium?
Maybe in rules it has shifted actually.
Human elements. That feels like the real story here.
Maybe they should contain these things, within nothing. Keep it out from competitive, actually. All right, cool.